It's June 5th, 2005. This is a sentencing hearing in the United States District Court for the Western District of Atlantis. The case is styled the United States versus Michael Malee, docket number CR 05-010-01-KGG. The parties and the defendant are present. Mr. Goodfellow, have you any reason why sentence should not commence this day against your client? I take it by your silence you have no objection to sentence commencing this day. Mr. Malee, please stand. Mr. Malee, on March 3rd, 2005, you entered a plea of guilty to one count of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute heroin, and I found you guilty on March 3rd, 2005. Have you any reason that sentence should not be pronounced against you today? I take it by your silence there is nothing barring sentence being assessed against you. Pursuant to the United States Reform Act of 1984, it is the judgment of this court that the defendant Michael Malee be remanded to the custody of the Bureau of Prisons for a period of 240 months. The court finds that the defendant does not have the ability to pay a $4 million fine, therefore no fine will be assessed against you. But I am ordering you to pay an assessment fee in the amount of $100. And count 2 against you, Mr. Malee, is dismissed. I also want to tell you, Mr. Malee, that I appreciate your cooperation with the Assistant U.S. Attorney, but I went against their recommendation because I am not in the habit of rewarding defendants for their participation in criminal activity. I also did so because of your extensive criminal history and the facts surrounding this particular case. Entailed within your history, you have 2 prior felony convictions of a controlled substance and 1 conviction of a crime involving violence. And so because of those 2 prior controlled substance convictions, I added 2.5 years each for each case for a total of 5 years to be added to the sentence that they recommended, that the state recommended. And I did so because I want you to reflect on your past. I want you to reflect on your behavior. And while I understand that you have taken responsibility for your actions and your involvement, I want to be real sure that I never see you again. Because you have 5 extra years to reflect on that behavior. I also want you to enroll and complete your GED education. It is my understanding that on a previous stint with the criminal justice system that you were enrolled in GED classes, but because of your behavior, you did not complete your GED education. You were removed from the class because of your behavior, which is another reason that tells me you need extra time to reflect on your actions. I also want you to enroll in vocational training. You already have a certificate for plumbing and for basic electronics, but I think it is essential that you acquire more skills that will equip you in being able to find gainful employment upon your release from the Bureau of Prisons. There is also some history of substance and alcohol abuse. I want you to attend treatment and partake in every program that is offered that will help you refrain from this type of behavior in the future. And at this time, you're going to go with the bailiff to start serving out your sentence. This hearing is adjourned.